Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Hitman Myths, the online internet TV show that definitely wasn't stolen from Game Champ 3000, link in the description. Today, we're going to be continuing our attempt to ignore the way the game works, and we're going to beat Miami without items. Now, this audio is recorded after the gameplay, I should mention. But, once it finishes loading... Yep. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're gonna skip the cutscene, and we're just gonna run forward and go through the right. This guard on the right is legally blind, and even if he looks directly at you, he won't see you. From there, we can jump over the wall like the ultimate badass and get the cool way into the VIP area. From here, we push ourselves through the crowd with no remorse for the food that's lost to the floor. Yeah. When you're not able to cut stuff out with because you're using the world's worst editing studio, kind of gets a bit weird to commentate these areas. The point is, sooner or later we'll make it to the circle with the way out. Now, unfortunately, this place is being guarded heavily by a camera, which we're just going to let it capture us. Now, because the first thing we're going to do before we go any further is take out the security cameras. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left and towards this kind of central security area over here. And I think about it, I'm starting to notice a bit of a trend. The guard that's in here that's, supposed to be monitoring the important stuff is also legally blind. And even if he looks directly at you, he just will ignore you. Now, use this fuse box to lure him outside of the security area. Have to record this in one take. And then just run directly inside. From here, the guard in here will just be sleeping, and it'll let you destroy all the camera evidence. Now, being a free man, back with a silent assassin rating, run to C. You briefly use your instinct to make sure that the employee in here isn't looking around, because that can be a run-ender. So, subdue her, and against all better instinct, do not pick up the keycard. Although it technically is allowed, well, we can complete it without it. From here, climb up the pole, and some of you who have already on Silent Assassin suit only might know what I'm doing here. Now, all we're going to want to do is just climb all the way to the very top. Takes a while. Again, can't trim it, and I have to record this in one go. Use instinct briefly to make sure if there's anyone there, and then climb out of this window and to the top. Okay, what we're going to want to do next is some parkour between the ledge and the pipe, and then through the door here. Now, what you're going to do is just gonna wait out. You're just gonna wait out here for a second, as there's a guard at that door right there. Luckily, he goes back and... well, he's not there yet, but he'll be there in a second. Luckily, he goes back and forth, so even once, he is there, we can just wait a bit and wait for him to go back. Just... yep, just waiting for the scar. Okay, there we go. Now he's finally gone, and you're able to go through the door and around the corner here. He'll stop for a second, but don't worry. Now, against all better judgment, you're going to want to wait. Like, quite a bit. You're going to want to wait about a minute. Now, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but Robert Knox will walk directly by you. I don't know. And for whatever reason, instead of taking the shorter route, he'll just take the long way around, completely ignoring you. Just... here, hopefully I turn around and we get to see this. Come on, dude. Come on past me. There we go. Robert Knox will go straight through that. You have to realize, I recorded this, over an hour ago. And that's me checking to see if I was still recording, by the way. Okay, Robert Knox will, instead of taking the short way, will just decide to take the long way around to the door he's going to. Again, completely ignoring you. Now, what you're going to want to do is just wait a bit longer for the guard by the door to start moving again. There you go. Once he does that, I highly suggest you save your game. The parts from here are complete run-enders, and every time you fail, you have to wait 4.5 minutes just to try again. So again, save your game here. You'll thank me later. Now, the reason I ask you to save here is because failing from here on out is very easy, and having to wait 4.5 minutes every time you fail just doesn't make the run very enjoyable. Okay, a couple of attempts later, we finally get on to this run. Okay, just needs to load. Now, fun fact, after someone spots you, they'll become a fourth-dimensional being, able to see you no matter where you are, and he'll use this to follow you a bit further than where he sees you, instead of just, outright walking straight up to you and arresting you. See, he's not exactly at the doorway, but walks a little bit further. Because of this, we're able to subdue him, and at about the same time the door closes. Make sure to wait a second before you go around, or else he'll see you. Now from here, you're going to want to drag his body into the little container there. And by the way, I think everyone in this facility is legally blind. Multiple guards will look directly at the gun and do nothing about it. Look, this guard's looking directly at the gun right through the door, and even worse, directly at us. And look, that other guy at there by the door will look at the gun as well and do literally nothing about it. Look, he just looks directly at the gun and does nothing about it. I don't know. Point is, even though you just waited 4.5 minutes and then saved, we're gonna have to do a bit more waiting. Robert Knox is going to go inside the room there and have a little meeting with the scientists in there. Now, after that meeting is ended, this guy over here will move out as well. Although it might seem tempting to hide somewhere in the hallway, you're basically dead meat because Robert Knox will spot you. Now, after they're all gone, wait a brief second for that guard just to turn and start walking. And go through this door here. Now, what you're going to want to do from here is just wait a bit longer. Now, I was using the mini-map for reference here to see when that guard right through this door would disappear. Yep. This is probably taking longer than you thought, isn't it? Okay, let's see. He stays there for a while. He's committed to his job. After he goes away, you're going to want to crouch walk against all better judgment and pick up this flash drive. If you run, they will spot you. After walking by with your heart pounding, what you're going to want to do is, again, wait. The layout of the way these guards patrol can get very annoying and can cause a lot of waiting. So what you're going to want to do is just wait for this guy. Even more waiting. Oh my. Yep, the wonders of not being able to edit this stuff. God, PlayStation is so much better. But I have Hitman on Xbox. Help. Okay. Eventually, this guard will decide he's been standing still and not doing his job for too long. When that happens, go through the door and crouch run all the way to that door back here. That guard always freaks me out every time. I feel like he's gonna catch me. Now, what you're going to want to do is just put that USB drive you picked up into the laptop, and then sabotage. Again, the USB drive counts as an intel item, meaning we're good. Now from here, you're just going to want to stay over here by this AC unit. And depending on your timing, you either have a 50-50 chance if this is going to work. See, there are some guards through the window to the left of me, and there's a 50-50 chance that the guy will be there when we're going to kill Robert Knox. And if he is there, well, you're screwed. Now, it's very important that you stay on the left side of the AC. For what we're going to do, you need to be on the left side. Being on the right risks Robert Knox seeing you. Now, once both him and his guard get there, Nox is gonna attempt to troubleshoot just what in the world is going on with his computer. Which, again, will take a second. I thought it would be a bit quicker than it is, that's why I already started. Again, have to do this in one take, and with no editing. Xbox is truly an amazing place. Okay. Now, what will happen next is... Oh my god. Okay, any quick... Oh yeah, he'll see you through the window, but not the guard. I don't know why. The point is, Nox will attempt to fix what in the world is going on. Now from here, you have to peekaboo this guard, which is easier said than done. Even worse, when the question mark is above his head, it doesn't let you do it, and you have limited time here. Now, you want to try backing up and going a bit to the left. Now... I keep messing it up. Come on. Once you finally manage to do it, you're gonna want to hold against this wall and spam your subdue button. Just keep pressing it. You end up grabbing him around the corner, and now you have an opportunity. Simply put, stand behind Nox and wait for him to say... Wait for him to say... Once he says that, casually inform him that he's currently in Sparta and kick him off the edge. From here is the easy part. Getting back is a complete cakewalk, but don't get too cocky as you can still lose, and trust me, you do not want to. Double check with instinct that there is absolutely no one there, and jump through the window. Now run to the door, almost get caught like I did, and then grab onto the pole and slide down. It takes a second. There we go. Okay. Once you're out this door, you're practically free. Nothing can stop you. Now, all you need to do is just casually make your way over to the exit, which, again, just to be safe, I'm gonna take the normal exit. I do not want to mess this up now. Which, again, just up the stairs here, through the place where you get frisked and all that. Now, before anyone says it, yes, I could have gone frisked, and who knows, maybe it might have been faster, but going over the wall is way cooler. Now, with the end finally in sight, it is time to officially call this myth mission complete. Now, if you like this type of video, go check out GamerChamp 3000, who will be linked in the description. He was kind of the entire inspiration for doing an episode like this. And if you are GamerChamp 3000, after I leave a comment on your video in a couple of weeks saying that you should try this challenge for yourself, well, yeah. It's a ton of fun. It takes a lot of trying to do. But yeah, that's it. If you like this, please hit the like button. It took way too long to pull this off. And yeah, screw you, cutscene. And yep, that's where I'm gonna leave.